Hello, it's Emma from Blue Sky Vitality here, and we're up to day 6 of our Body Love Challenge. And today's topic is a really important one, and I know that many of us, maybe all of us, have at some point gotten caught up in traps like diets or exercise programs, where there's lots of rules that you should follow to get specific results, and if you don't follow the rules then you won't get the results. And I'm not a fan of rules because I feel like it's basically setting us all up for failure, because it's hard to follow rules all the time. So although I'm not a fan of rules, I think there's probably one little thing that I would ask all of you to do and try and make it a little bit non-negotiable in your life. So maybe not quite a rule, but pretty close. It's a question. It's a question I would like you to start asking yourself over and over and over again, constantly during the day, as often as you can, because I want you to start thinking about this as frequently as you can, because I think it's really, really important. So the question is, will this nourish me? So nourishment, when I first think about the word nourishment, I often think about food straight away. Like, so is this food nourishing? But I think the word nourishment actually refers to a lot more than just food, and even a lot more than just our bodies. It can relate to our bodies, our minds, and really and truly our soul. And I feel like quite often, it's easy to take the quick way out or the easy way out or the thing that everyone else is doing without really paying attention to how it feels for you and what is nourishing for you. So let me give you a few examples. If we go back to the food example, and I think a lot of the time when we think about body love or thinking about our bodies, it's always, what should I be eating, and is this the right thing, and how much should I have, and can I combine these two things, and should I not eat sugar, and blah blah. So all those questions, and it gets really, really confusing. But if you cut through and say, will this nourish me, there can be lots of different answers to that. So let me give you one example. If you're eating pizza, can this nourish you? And probably on the first thought you're like, no, pizza's not a nourishing food. It doesn't give you much in terms of nutrients, which I can kind of understand. But let's flip this around. If you are out with your whole family and your friends, and you're gathered around a table and you're laughing and you're chatting and you're having a really good time and you're having a little bit of pizza at the same time, is that nourishing? And my answer for that would probably be yes. So because you're in a situation that feels supportive and nourishing and happy and vibrant, then it is a nourishing thing to do. So forget the little tiny bit that's the pizza and think about the entire situation. Another example for pizza, if you are sitting in the middle of Rome, or let's say Naples actually, because that's where pizza's apparently best in Italy, and you're eating a piece of pizza and you're looking around you at everything that's around you, and you're drinking a glass of Chianti and you're just loving it, is that nourishing? I would say yes. It's nourishing for the soul. It's nourishing for your life. It's nourishing for giving you an amazing experience because of everything else that's going on around it. Let's have a third example. You've bloody tired because you haven't slept well and you haven't been eating lately, and you haven't exercised much, and you shitty at your job and everything's going badly. So you rush to the shops. You buy a frozen pizza, you put it in the oven, you eat it in front of the TV by yourself, you feel full but you just finish it anyway, and at the end you feel really sick. That's probably a situation where eating pizza is not nourishing for you. So again, if you ask that question every time, is this nourishing for me? Does this nourish me? Then you're going to get a different answer all of the time. What about, let's talk about exercise. So this is a different thing for everybody at different times. You might be really run down, you might have a big project on at work and you are sort of losing a bit of sleep or something around it. Then, it's not going to be nourishing for you to hit the gym at 5:30 in the morning and go like a hard nut at the gym at 5:30 in the morning. It might be more nourishing for you to do a little bit of yoga or even just deep breathing at that particular period of time. Or maybe you're locked inside all day and you never get outside anymore. So maybe nourishing your body is getting outside and doing a quick walk along the beach, something like that. So thinking about nourishing your body in different ways instead of just thinking, I've got to do the hardest thing or I've got to do the hardest exercise. Sometimes that can be different, and what you like can be very different to what someone else likes and what's nourishing for them. And then if you start to think about your day-to-day life, is that nourishing you? Now, I'm not telling everyone to rush out and quit their jobs tomorrow or Monday, if you're watching this on a day that's not a weekday, but is the things that you choose to do with your time nourishing for you? So in my old life, my job wasn't nourishing for me when I was living in Sydney and working in like sales and marketing. That wasn't nourishing for me, and I didn't get any kind of joy from it. So that was when I had to change my career. But, you know, maybe there's things that you can do to make your job more nourishing for you, or decide that there's things outside of your life, outside of your job that are nourishing, and that's okay. You know, you go to work to make the money so you can be more nourishing outside of work. Another example is I really dislike cleaning, and I don't even feel any sense of accomplishment once I finish cleaning my house. But I do enjoy a clean house. So I've decided, because I have one day off a week at the moment, that I will, you know, I've got a cleaner coming in. And that to me is nourishing, because today is Saturday when I'm filming this. It's my day off, and I didn't have to do any cleaning. I could actually just rest. And that rest and recovery time is really nourishing for my body. So it's a quick question, and your answers will change all the time. But I want you to start asking yourself constantly, is this nourishing me? Is this nourishing me? Is this nourishing me? And I would love you to share in the Facebook group examples of things that you might not have thought were nourishing in the past, but actually are nourishing you. So like the pizza example. Or maybe you might start to think, well, I used to eat lots of, you know, low-fat food, but when you look at the ingredients list, they're not very much real food in that. So maybe that's not nourishing me anymore. Or maybe you're realizing that the exercise that you're doing at the moment isn't nourishing you, it's actually exhausting you. So I'd really love to hear what you think. I'd love to hear about your self-care practices, the things that you do that really do nourish you as well. And it would be great to hear what everyone else thinks about this topic. It's a simple question, but it's difficult to continually think about. So that's my little challenge for you for the next 24 hours. And remember, as always, if you want to dig deeper into this topic, into loving your body, into nourishing yourself, into having a life that feels joyful and happy as opposed to exhausting and tiresome, then think about joining my Body Love Bootcamp. It is a one-on-one private program that lasts for 8 weeks. It includes 8 personal training sessions or private yoga classes. It includes 5 coaching sessions where we talk about specific things for you, strategies for you that help you get past all this body image stuff and actually start to really enjoy life. You actually get 4 amazing workbooks that you can go through to really dive deeply into what's going on for you and what you can do in your life to make it more joyful. And lots more. You get access to some of my online programs, and you also get to have 24/7 email support from me, although I probably won't email you back at 2 a.m, but I'll definitely email you back the next day. So if you'd like to look into that and see a little bit more about the Body Love Bootcamp, you can book a free Body Love consultation with me to learn more. No obligations at all, but it'd be great just to have a chat. And also, if you're interested in personal training, classes, anything else that I have to offer, I do Reiki. I forget to tell that sometimes, but there's lots of things that we can do together. So even if this program doesn't feel right for you, still book a Body Love consultation and we can work out what working together would look like for us. So thanks very much. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I can't wait to hear the things that you're doing in your life that are nourishing you. And I look forward to speaking to you tomorrow for day 7. Thanks for joining in. Bye.